Hi everyone, and welcome back to your weekly fix of Fantasy Premier League updates. I'm really sorry for not making videos for the past 3 weeks. It was really hectic for me work-wise, as well as there was an international break. So that's why I was not able to make a week for the last two game weeks. But hey, I'm back now, and let's get straight to it. So this week we are going to talk about what players to buy, to sell, and to keep for now so that you can have a good game week, the next one, and going ahead as well. So the first one we're talking about is Son Heung-min. So this is a player that has really bothered me. So first week में मैंने इसे नहीं लिया था, and in fact first week में मैंने इसे लिया था because it was a relatively uh, easy fixture against Everton at home. So I was expecting कि coach goal मार सकते because they are the only two players in Tottenham, right? Son as well as and Kane, right? Harry Kane. So यही दो player हैं जो कि कुछ FPL points ला सकते हैं. But that game week they blanked, right? And in the second game week, I brought in Bruno Fernandes instead of Son, and Son got people 24 points, and Fernandes got, like you guessed it right, only 2 points, right? And so that was a whammy for me. So next week, as a knee-jerk reaction, what everyone else was doing, I also did the same. I brought in Son for the home match against Newcastle, and what happens? Substituted at halftime, right? So one single point. So again, a very bad game week that week for many of the fantasy managers. And again, what people, and because of the fantasy league website, they showed that he'll be away for definitely for 3 or 4 weeks after the international break. So no one was really buying him or was keeping him. Most of the FPL managers sold him, but those who didn't, like, he was a miracle man. Like, he got it back into the team and again scored 17 or 18 points against Manchester United. Now I understand, like, uh, both the matches against Southampton as well as Manchester United, the defense was really poor, right? And his next match against West Ham United is probably a tough fixture in terms of form teams. West Ham is one of the form teams in Premier League, and their defense is also working fine. They kept a clean sheet against Leicester City, so that is something they should be proud of, and they'll be working on that, right? I would say, like, but still it's a home game and it's a strong game for them, right? So Tottenham should score, and if I had a chance, I would have brought him in my team, but I'm saving for a transfer, and I'll probably make two transfer next week. But yes, if I had a chance, I'll definitely get him in. And the other option within the Tottenham side is Harry Kane. He's on penalties. He's doing wonderfully well this season, and his overall game has improved. Right, so we have seen that he's giving a lot more assists now because one, Son has the pace to get behind the defenses. Right, he can get behind, and we all saw what happened with Tottenham. Right, he scored 4 goals, and all the 4 assists were by Kane, and most of them, like I think 3 or 4 of them, were because he got behind the defenses because Southampton was playing a high line. And same happened with Manchester United. Like the first and the second goal that he scored, like he just got behind, and there was a wonderful chance where his touch let him down, and he got behind the defense, and he had a wonderful opportunity to score, all because like Harry Kane was involved in the play. So if you can buy both of them, if you're on a wild card, I would say get both of them. If not, if you have one transfer, or if you can take a hit and get two transfers with the money juggling around, I would say get Son. And so moving on to the next buy, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Like I mentioned it last time as well, he's one of those players that needs to be in your team, and I still haven't got in my team because of fund issues. And I thought that this last week somebody else would work. Because, for example, last week I brought in Riyad Mahrez in place of Son, right? And because I felt that Son had a tough game, Mahrez had a relatively easy game, he's definitely start, and Calvert-Lewin still got like people 6 points, right? So he's a consistent performer at least in the first 4 game weeks, and Everton is an informed team. He's definitely going to start every match. They don't have a replacement for him, So I feel like he's definitely a person that you should buy. If not in this week, you can go for him in the next couple of weeks. And the fixtures can be put out of the picture in his case, because he has been, irrespective of the fixture, he has been performing and he has been playing well. It's not that he's getting just lucky goals. He has been playing well. He's in the right spot at the right time to score a goal. So I would say get him as soon as possible. His almost owner percentage is almost 50%, which means if he works, 50% of the managers are happy, and if you're not in that 50%, you're lost and your rank might plummet. So I would say get him in as soon as possible. He's one of those players that if it works, fine. If it does not, like most of the people have him, so it's a blank player for everyone. So you're not that much at a loss. But if he works and you don't have him, you'll definitely be at a loss. So next we come on to the sell part, and first one is Anthony Martial. Because of the red card, he'll not play next three matches. And to be honest, Manchester United has not looked a great team, to be honest, right? So there's no FPL asset to be worth looking at apart from Bruno Fernandes. So like get him straight out if you still have him as soon as possible. He's not going to play with Edinson Cavani coming in. His game time might reduce, and especially he'll now play more on the wings, I believe, if Edinson Cavani plays every match. So yeah, I'll definitely get rid of him. And in fact, most of the Manchester United assets. If you have Fernandes and you still have faith in him, that is fine. But I would still say, in place of Fernandes, also you can get Heung-min Son, and you can save around 1.5 million. And the next one is a pretty bold prediction from my side, and I haven't seen most of the people in favor of this, but I would definitely remove Alexander Arnold. Because, and it's not, you can say that's a knee-jerk reaction. I would say it's not, because his performances as a defender at least has not been good, right? So for a defender, the first thing that you look is, are they keeping clean sheets? They're not. Allison is injured until I think 21st of November, so one more month, and that is 4 to 5 game weeks, and just not looking the part defensively, right? So that is something that I really look forward to, and they haven't been in place, so I'll probably get rid of him. If you really want a Liverpool defender, I would go for Robertson, and because Sadio Mane is back, he'll have a he'll run down the left channel, providing opportunities for Robertson to assist or get forward. And with Mane coming in, it looks much more solid and settled team. But I would still say you can save zero point 0.5 million and get invested somewhere. 14 points from 4 matches, not that great in my opinion. If you're looking for a 7.5 million player, then next we'll move on to the keep section. Who do you want to keep, right? So the first one that comes to mind is Kevin De Bruyne. He's supposedly injured. He came back in between the second half when he was playing for Belgium against England, I believe. And the the official website shows that he has a 75% chance of playing, and people are skeptical him not playing. But I think, and my gut says he'll play. And but let's hope. But definitely, it's not the time to sell him. If not this week, he'll definitely start next week. And Man City is something that whenever they score bucket loads of goal, right? So that's the thing that you don't want to miss. And remember, it's just 2 game weeks, right? So in the first game week, he had 13 points, and the next two he blanked, to be honest. And that is because the entire team was not playing that great, right? So he had his chances, he provided big chances, but unfortunately, no FPL points. But for now, I'll still have faith in him, and he's a big match player, and I'll keep him in my team for now. And the next one and the last player in this particular video that we need to discuss is Romain Saiss. We need to keep him because Wolves has next 4 fixtures are really good for them, at least from a defensive perspective. Only against Leeds, something I feel that they might struggle, but still I feel they can keep a clean sheet with, because the formation 3-4-3 can anytime become 5-4, 5-3-1 or 5-4-1, right? So that is something I believe they'll have in the back of their mind. with the Leeds playing very attacking football, they might switch over to 5-4-1 with Jimenez playing up top. But yeah, I definitely feel, and he's a threat. Definitely feel that he's a threat on defense on set pieces. So I'll keep him for now, and he gave me 6 points last week. So there's no reason, or in fact 8 points, and there's no reason to just get away with him because Wolves are not looking that dynamic or that sharp. Right? So I'll keep him for now, and definitely until the Crystal Palace game because there are two home matches back to back. Now coming to my team for this particular week, right? So I have made no changes from the last week. I have Pickford in goal, which I personally feel he's horrible, and especially against against Brighton, I think he dropped a very simple ball, and I think that he needs to go out of the team next week, and that is a one transfer that I'm planning. As a Liverpool defender, I have Van Dijk in my team. Then I already discussed Saiss. I have Justin from Leicester City, and Aston Villa. Like it was a very very difficult game to call. Aston Villa versus Liverpool. I really don't know how to explain that game. 7 goals against Liverpool, even without Allison. Like I really don't think they anyone can hit 7 goals against that defense, right? But they did, and probably it was just a brain fade on their part, and everyone just blanked. So Aston Villa, I personally don't think will score 7 goals. And since it's a Leicester home game, I'm bagging them to get a clean sheet even if they're not like that's the best I feel that I have right now getting a clean sheet. Then De Bruyne is my captain for now. I hope he starts because I've not made Salah my captain because at Goodison Park it's always a tight game against Liverpool and it's usually a 1-0 or 1-1 score line. So I really don't think, and it's a very scrappy goal. So I think De Bruyne or some other differential maybe could be your captain, but I would refrain from Salah because the record is not that good. Then Rodriguez got me 18 points last week, so I have him in my team. There's no reason to make a change. Liverpool versus Everton, I understand it's a tough game. He might not get me points, but okay, but that's the name of the game. You will have good game weeks and you'll have bad game weeks, so that is completely fine with me. Then Mahrez is something that I like. I really need to uh, like. I hope he gets me some points. I got him in place of Son, and he miserably backfired that move for me. So I hope he works against Arsenal. One thing is certain that he'll start, so that is a good point for me. But yeah, I need him to get me a goal or two. So he he justifies his place in my team. Then in the attacking, in the forward line, I have Jimenez, Bamford, and Mitrovic. I was anyway planning to play Jimenez and Bamford. I was skeptical about Mitrovic, and I still am. In fact, I may go for Lamptey or Mitchell at the back again, so that makes it 4-4-2. But like this season has been crazy for defenders, and like clean sheet is gold dust to be honest. And I hope that Mitrovic gets a goal. Last week he should have a goal from him. I was expecting a goal from him, but that's fine. Like anyway, I'm planning to get him out of the team and get in Calvert next week. So that was the video, guys. I hope you like it. Please, if you did, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll keep making these videos, keep getting those updates for you so you can make those final changes at the last minute. And in case you want any player that you want me to discuss, feel free to comment. I'll do that in the next video. Thanks, guys. Have a great fantasy weekend.